Hello YouTube, this week's build is my Poison Tamer. But real fast before we get into the build, for those who don't know, I stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Sundays from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Sundays streams, we do grab bags for viewers. But let's get into the skills for the build. It's 120 animal lore, 120 animal taming so that you can have pets, 120 poisoning, 120 taste ID to maximize your poison damage, 100 Magery, which is required to cast lethal poison, 80 evaluate intelligence so that you can use the wizard grimoire and still have some spell damage, and then 60 magic resist, which is just enough if a PK shows up. The goal with this build is to get lethal poison on all the aggroed mobs and let your pets tank all the damage. I also run it with a grave bug, a blood drake, and a blood serpent because you can stack your poison and its poison. Also, if your serpent has already poisoned the target, you don't have to waste nightshade on the other poisons trying to get the upgrade. It will auto cast lethal poison onto the target since you can't apply a lesser poison to a lethal target. That way you can apply maximum dots on the mobs. This build works best with a sustained tank, for example, grave bug or a devour beetle. Now I know what you're thinking, but what about mana? With taste ID at 120, you can still freely meditate, though not as well. But also you have the delectable food bonus, meaning you get a lot of double mana regens. And if you pair that with a collared book, you get double mana regens as well as triple mana regens. I also recommend speccing your wizard grimoire with magic arrow, magic mushrooms, harm, firebolt, and e-bolt. Not into things like flame strike that use a lot of mana all at once. Keep it to smaller spells. Curse is a good one here as it increases your damage output as well as a greater heal to help sustain those pets. Now I know what you're thinking, but won't I be PK bait? And the answer is yes and no, because it depends on if you panic or not. If you stay calm and sick your pets onto the PK, then keep your pets between you and the PK. All you have to do is spam poison onto the PK until you eat up all their cures, and then they'll either die or run. Just stay healthy with heals and heal pots and spam poison onto the PK. That's why we run 60 magic resist to mitigate the most amount of spell damage we can with all the other skills. And if it's a Dexter, you literally just have to keep your pets between you and him and he'll be useless. He'll run through his refresh pots trying to get to you, and then he'll run or he'll die. And in a group setting where you don't need pets that have to tank the mobs, this build is super helpful as a healer since most of your damage is either AFK'd through your pets and poison or is quick magic like magic arrow, harm, and fireball. Damage to poison creatures is your favorite mastery chain link with this build. Also, poison damage slash poison resist ignore, and follower damage. I run poison aspect armor with this build to maximize that poison damage, and then I run command aspect on my book so that my procs heal my pets, keep them healthy. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like below if you liked my video, sub for more content like this, and comment below any other builds you'd like to see or any questions, comments, or concerns of this build. And as always, have a great rest of your day.